I know with the Guns N' Roses reunion, I know that you had talked to some of the guys like, hey, you guys really need to reunite. How
did that come together?
How did that happen? How do you think they really took your opinion and was like...
You started.
I think you're right, Dice.
No, but Max was about 15. Tell him what
Were you in the room at the time?
I wasn't 15. That was like...
No,
young.
you were a drummer
You're talking about when
you used to tell me when they were broken up.
growing up, we would always joke about, hey, you know, if anybody could put Guns N' Roses back together, it would be him.
Yeah.
I would always be like, you know, you could reason with Axl. He likes you. He has no bad memories with you.
Yeah, I did the Rose Bowl with them.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, and so now it's years later, and now they're a band.
Yeah.
And what had happened is we went on tour in Australia. So, and Australia's been wanting me there for about 30 years. I just don't believe in trips past 6 hours.
Gotcha.
So I finally did it. So I get to Australia, we're in Sydney, we're at the top of a hotel where they serve breakfast. Some like Iceland chick. You know what I mean?
No.
And no, but this is a rock festival.
He doesn't know what you're
this
saying.
chick's walking around with asses and horse
know what
tits.
girls were walking around.
So anyway, so I'm looking at this girl, but I'm looking past the girl, and there's a guy that I think looks like Slash.
Okay.
And he goes like out on the wraparound deck of the hotel on the roof. So I go out there to have a cigarette, and I'm looking, and I say to the guy he's sitting down, I go, you mind if I have a cigarette, you know? And he looks and he goes, Dice! And we start talking, you know. And he goes, what are you doing here? I go, I'm doing a tour, you know. I've never come here before. I go, what are you doing here? And he goes, well, I'm here to play the national anthem for their football game.
Okay.
You know. And I go, oh yeah, okay. That's big, you know. And he goes, no, it's gonna be on TV. I go, yeah, okay, great. I go, you're Slash. Do you understand? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, that's not. I go, you're one of the greatest guitarists in the world. What's wrong with you? I go, what kind of argument did you guys have decades ago that you can't put this back together? You know, you're all walking the earth. You peaked rock and roll, and you had a fight, and you're here doing a fucking football game? What the hell's wrong with you? And so he says to me, he goes, well, you know, I did hear that Axl's showing up on time. And I go, is that what this is about? 20-something years of not being together because Axl shows up a little late? He's one of the greatest frontmen ever. So now we hang out that night. After I get back from my concert, and I watched them on TV, whatever that dopey song is, you know.
Oh,
and not dope. I like Australia. I just don't know their national thing.
Yeah, good.
So I start doing some of my material, making him laugh. We're hanging in the bar, and he goes, I love the passion, he tells me, that you still have for the comedy. I go, the day I lose that, I won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So now I come back to the States, and I called Duff, who I was always friendly with. And I asked Duff if they would come see their band at a club in Burbank.
Yeah.
And he shows up, and they half don't believe, like, my relationship with these guys. Because I tell them how they used to ring my bell 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
We'd be hanging at the Rock and Roll Rouse in L.A. And so now here's Duff with his wife, sitting how far away from you, Dylan, would you say? Feet.
Just feet away.
Yeah. We're thinking about the next move, and, you know, we're talking about how, because through the years, Slash would be condescending with the stupid Twitter bullshit. So we got to get him to send, like, positive shit out there.
Gotcha.
And as far as Axl, I go, I'll take care of him in Vegas. Because he was performing at the Hard Rock, and so was I. He was in the Joint, and I was in Vinyl, the nightclub, the rock club.
Yeah.
So Tom Mayhew sets up that I open for Axl on his last show.
Okay.
You know, and it was great because I haven't worked with him since the Rose Bowl. which is where they should be, in my opinion. Okay. So I go over there with the boys. Axel, I went on, which I was thrilled because I wanted them to see me on one of those shows, you know. And so Axel goes on, and he's phenomenal, better than ever, in my opinion. His voice, everything. I mean, the show he puts on, you know, is ridiculous. So now after the show, we're in the green room, and there's more of them walking around.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
oh
no
my
end.
God, huh?
I like chicks. I'm sorry. What's your problem?
Nothing. Just get to the story.
But this is part of the
I
story.
gotta go eat. I gotta go eat some food. I'm like dying.
So anyway, you know, Axel's standing there, and you know, he's going, so what'd you think of the show? And I go, you're better than ever. You know, really. You know. And he goes, but what is that? I go, well, you know, you're playing for 3,000 people. I go, I could do that. You know. He goes, but you're just saying I'm better. Yeah, but his musicians are amazing. All those guys, Bumblefoot, they're amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I go, but they're not the real band. But they're playing exactly what the band plays. I don't know what you're doing. You know, you need to put this back together. You know, so now Slash sends out the tweet how Axel's like the greatest front man, you know, whatever. And I'm driving home another night from one of their gigs, from one of my son's gigs, and I'm hearing on, I think it was KLOS, you know, is the rumor true that the original lineup of Guns N' Roses, you know, is getting back to, and I'm in my car going, yes,
Yeah.
I did it. They're getting together, and I knew I did the job. And to this day, I'm thrilled about it because they are doing 100,000 people
Oh, they're
a night.
doing great.
I mean, it's the biggest band in the world.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just thrilled for them because they were always great. You know, it was always to me sad, like with the Beatles, how they never all got. These guys are all alive. Get together. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's rock and roll. And so I'm just thrilled for them, honestly.